Hey guys, I wanted to make another quick video here today. Lot going on lately, specifically having to do with the presidential address to Congress last night. And most importantly, I direct this at Gen Z. Um, First of all, just kind of talking about the address. The most shocking thing to me is the fact that CBS came out with a poll this morning, and basically the poll consisted of 51% Republicans who are watching the address, 27% independents, and 20% Democrats. And so, out of all of that, the approval rating or approving of the speech in general was 76%, which, you know, if you listen to it, it's actually pretty. It was a great speech, and a lot of positive things in it. Um, and the bottom line is that still it's shocking that between the independents, 49% of independents and Democrats, that literally more than half of those voters thought that uh, thought that the message was really good. That being said, having to do with Gen Z is that I'm really serious about this. Is that Gen Z is that you guys can be the hero. You watch that speech, or if you haven't watched it, listen to it, or at least some of it. But you know, the way things have been for probably the last 10 or 15 years in this country have just been very kind of dark and gloomy in a lot of ways. Um, Obviously, trying to protect certain groups and stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But just maybe a little bit too much of a focus on things that are not massively core things to having a country, making it great. Really most importantly, making our economy great, making our standard of living great, which if that's not good, nobody wins and everything fails and everything pretty much sucks life wise. So, and I'm sure, especially Gen Z, it's just got to be hard trying to navigate this. I remember coming out of college many years ago, and it was hard, and I mean to try to build that financial base from pretty much nothing in the beginning, and maybe you're in debt too with student loans and that kind of thing, and it's just very daunting, or maybe you didn't even go to college, and then it makes it even harder. Um, but the bottom line is that I see hope in the Gen Z generation, mainly just because of the fact that I feel like there's grit there. Maybe kind of have felt just this doom and gloom, and kind of are maybe sort of tired of it. And it's only fun slacking for so long before everything starts to fall apart in your life, and that's the real world. It doesn't matter if it's on a micro scale with your own personal life. Because you're living in a studio apartment and working at McDonald's and you can't get ahead, and I mean your apartment costs like 70% of what you're making every month take home, and you barely have enough money just to cover pretty much anything, mainly just because of the rents and the inflation in food and stuff. So you know the big thing with Gen Z is hang in there and don't give up, and just keep pushing on. And I really hope people, if people watch this video and we get a little traction here, share this, because it's a very important message. It should be, that whole message that we saw last night should be very uplifting for Gen Z, because really what this is all about is it's not about Trump. I mean, the guy's 78 years old. I mean, it's not about him. He's not going to be around for a lot younger. He's caring about you doing a lot of this stuff. Whether you like him or not, I mean, there's some things I like about him, some things maybe I don't. Mostly I like stuff about him, but there's other things I don't. But the bottom line is that he doesn't have to do this, and everyone goes, "Oh, the power." It's like, do you honestly think you'll be caring so much about ruling the world or having power at 78, 80 years old? He honestly, I think, just really cares about the country, and he wants to be remembered as a person who made a difference. And I mean, you see that everywhere. I mean, everybody wants to make a difference. and in his own kind of arrogant way, because he is arrogant and he is kind of pompous sometimes. I think he even knows that, to some extent. And nobody's perfect, but even in his own way, that is him working night and day trying to, you know, do good in this world. So, anyway, I just kind of wanted to point that out. My big thing for Gen Z is I know things are hard right now, but, get behind the right movement, the positive movement, to basically fix everything, to fix all the important things, because if the important things are no good, all the other stuff doesn't matter. It's kind of like if you have a pink or purple house on the outside and you don't like that and you want to change it and the whole house is falling down and the thing's flooding and everything, and you're focusing on painting your house. I mean, you get my drift. You know, that's the thing with what Trump pointed out last night is we have to focus on the important things to keep the country safe, to keep the country going in the right direction, to sustain itself and to sustain itself in the future, so the whole thing doesn't collapse. Because then everyone loses, and the people that will lose the most is Gen Z. So Gen Z, be the heroes, step up, be strong, get up every day thinking I'm going to go out and do something to, make the world better, make our country better, be a proud American and, basically do your best and just keep going because that's what life is a lot about. So, anyway, just wanted to share that a little bit. Hopefully, everyone out there is doing great. Things are going better, and God bless. And hopefully, we'll talk to you again here soon. Take care. Bye.